Okay guys, so some of you are having trouble with this question, so I wanted to make a video about this. So this is the assignment I gave you in the previous class, right? So in this case, you have to find first using Python the sum of the series, right? And then you have to confirm that this formula, right, gives you the same answer. So in particular, the right hand side, right? So the right hand side should give you the same answer as explicitly calculating the sum, right? So this formula is a quick way, right, to calculate the sum of a series. So let's quickly go through this in Python. So you can do it in a number of ways. So let's start with a list, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a list of numbers, and then we're going to find the sum of that list, right? So just using the list properties of the list. So let's say that so you want to find the sum of the series. K is the running index. It goes from 0 to 199. So for K in range 200, right? So this is going to be a range. So this range is going to go from 0 to 199, right? And then what we're going to do is we're going to create a list, and we're going to append each of these Ks to that list, right? So before moving forward, let's print out the list, right? So let's run this. So this is our list. You can see it's a list of numbers from 0 to 199. Okay. Now we want to print out the sum of this list, right? I'm not formatting it right now. The sum I'll post, the solution I'll post is going to be formatted, right? So that's the sum. It's 19900 as is given, right? So this is good. Now the next step is to use this formula, right? Now we explicitly calculated the sum by summing the terms in the series, right? So now you can use the right hand side of this equation to confirm this formula, right? Now in order to do that, you have to identify what these parameters are, right? What is A, what is D, what is N, right? And the way you can do that is to compare this side, right, with this given sum, right? So let's do that. So we can see that there is so in order to write, so there is write it in this form. There's a D over here, right, and then plus A, right? This is the way the formula is, right? A plus KD, right? The D is always with the running index. The K is the running index. So you can see there is no A over here, which means that A is equal to 0 in this given series, right? And now there is a 1 over here, right? So D is equal to 1, right? So A is 0 and D is 1. This is what the two parameters are. And you can see that N minus 1, which is the maximum, which is the highest term you go to, right? So N minus 1 is 199, which means that N is going to be 200, right? N minus 1 is 199, N would be 200. So now we have all our parameters. N is 200, right? So now let's use this now. So for this part, what we're going to do, to prove the formula, right? To show that's right. To show that the formula agrees with the answer, right? We got. So A is 0, right? As we just saw, D is equal to 1, and then N is equal to 200, right? So the sum is another value for this sum. So let's call it sum 2 is let's type the equation in Python. So we want to check whether this gives us the right answer or not. So A multiplied by N plus D multiplied by N minus 1 multiplied by N. So there's a half over there, so let's type that, and then d multiplied by n minus 1 multiplied by n, right? So that's the equation, right? So now let's print this sum out also. Print sum 2, right? So when you print out the two sums, you'll see that they give you the same answer, right? So they give you the same answer. Right? The only thing is that this is an int, so you can put this as an integer, expect an integer. So that's not a big deal, but we get the exact same answer. So we've shown that explicitly using this, explicitly adding up the terms together, right? We can get the same answer by using this short formula instead of adding each sum together. So that makes it easy. So when we do the mathematical induction part, I want you to be good at this, right? So make sure you understand, you follow what I explained in the video, and then I also gave you a geometric series, so practice that again also if you're confused with that, and then let me know if you have any questions. But when we do the mathematical induction part, we're going to do it in Python, and so it's going to be a similar thing with similar to what we did in this video, where you are given a sum, right, where you explicitly type a for loop and add the terms together or multiply them together, and in the other method you're going to use a short formula like this, which is going to be the right hand side of the equation, given equation, to confirm that it agrees with your answer. Okay, let me know if you have any questions.